everyone, Caitlin here with BlackBoxStocks. Today we'll be speaking with our one and only Tech Money. Tech Money is one of our moderators who has been trading for 7.5 years and has been with Team BlackBox for 2.5 years. He will be sharing how he uses the BlackBox platform to find his winning trades by using the alerts, the tools, and the community that comes all in the BlackBox platform. Tech Money, you ready? We're excited to hear from you.
Thank you very much, and I am excited as well to show you how I like to utilize the BlackBoxStocks platform. I'm going to get logged right in here. And as you can see, as I'm logged into the platform, this will be loaded as a default format. And the first thing I look at in the morning every day is towards the bottom right corner, there is a pre-market scan. And how I personally love to use this platform each morning is to take a look at the pre-market scan and look at tickers with a large amount of volume and to compare it to the daily average volume. And if I see something where there's an abnormal amount of volume versus the daily average, that'll pique my interest and I'll take a look at that ticker. So for example, if I'm interested in this CARB, I can click on it and we can see that in the pre-market, there's about 7 million traded. Now during the day in the middle of the scanner, there's 21 million traded. And if I do my analysis, I'll have an idea of what the average volume is. And that's one method. I'll keep an idea of tickers in the pre-market that I have an idea that may start moving throughout the day. Before I even actually get logged in, one of my favorite features of BlackBoxStocks is the news feature. And I'm going to pull that up towards the bottom right here. And I actually keep the news feature up even logged in on mobile through the website on my phone. And I love the format. And I will keep an eye out on the news feed throughout the day. It's very simple, clean and efficient, very streamlined. It's directly connected with all of the news feeds that are out there. So this news feed has actually made me cancel many other platforms I was utilizing prior to becoming a BlackBoxStocks member. One being, you can see where my mouse is, the fly on the wall, and many other areas as well. So I love this news feature. It also gives me an idea of price target alerts and analyst upgrades and downgrades throughout the day, but mainly pre-market or after hours. So I'm ready for the next trading day. One of my favorite options in the one of my favorite things to use in this platform is actually setting my platform to stocks over $100. That is a personal preference of mine. Over the years, I've come to just like to day trade tickers that are in the $100 range or above, giving me that I may have a chance of getting range. Again, so that's a personal preference. And what I like to do is keep this toggle towards the bottom right there to the alert stream. And within the alert stream, I like to filter it to stock price spike, stock halts. This is my favorite. And I'm going to show you clean, quick examples of what I did this morning to utilize this price spike alert here, as you see in this column, to make profits through the BlackBoxStocks platform. And immediately what I'll jump into here is two tickers at the bottom, which I did play this morning. And I'm going to show you TTD. And immediately when I click on TTD, and I should back up a bit, I'm actually an options trader. So actually the first thing I do is I set this to $100 and then I actually click on the options flow. So the middle of the screen will be your options information, which I'll get to shortly. So within that, I'll have my alert stream toggled. And again, going back, I wanted to show you an example on TTD and OKTA on how I utilize them this morning. So once I was in this platform and the price spike alert hit real time for TTD at 9:38 Eastern, I click on that ticker and I notice in real time, I'm going to zoom in here a bit since much of the day has already surpassed where that price spike alert was, excuse me. So this is a 1-minute chart by default, and you'll notice where the price spike alert occurred. And upon that, there's been some upside momentum. Well, how would I know to play that? So what I love about this platform is I can actually save my personal charts, my format and how I like to view a chart. So I'm going to toggle that. And what I have saved here, so you can follow me on the screen, is a daily chart with Heiken Ashi candles. I'm not going to get into too many technicals here. And a couple EMAs, and this is a crossover called the Fisher transform I utilize. Again, I won't go over too many details there, but this is saved. I just click on views. I have my personal favorite view. Now, again, the price spike alert hit. I'm going to switch over to my view and then click on the 1 minute so I can see where this price spike alert was and get an idea. And you'll notice, I'm going to zoom in a bit. Let's pretend it's real time. So we're going to see that the price spike will hit around 9:38 a.m. And you can see to the far right up until about 10 a.m. But what you'll notice, and this is a personal trading preference of mine, I like to watch these Heiken Ashi candles, you'll start seeing a trend of green. So in my personal trading strategy, BlackBoxStocks gives me the advantage of combining price spike alerts, meaning momentum out there in the stock market behind this ticker before much of the public, the way I see it. And I can play off this alert. One thing I love doing personally is trading off a 5-minute chart. So I immediately have the price spike alert, populate this to the 1 minute. I see where this horizontal line is, where the alert is. And notice once that line broke, it continued upside. I'm going to flip over to the 5-minute just so you get an idea of how I really use this real time. I'm going to have to zoom back to where we were. And remember, that was at about 9:38 Eastern. It's a 5-minute candle, so that's 9:35, 9:40 here. And notice once we're in, there's green Heiken Ashi candles. I don't have to look to sell. And I use this crossover. There's a green crossover here. Again, trying to leave some of the technicals out. But notice this green line crossover when our Heikens went green. That stayed green. This crossover didn't happen until here. So the ticker was around 194, 195. And if I zoom in to give you an idea, I could have exit when this crossover happened at about 205. And for an options trader, a $10 move can mean several hundred percentages in profit. That is a play I specifically utilized this morning. I'm going to unfilter the alert stream and show you a different way I use the same price spike alert, but to give you a different strategy to attack your trading day, which is OKTA. This is a beautiful example of a different way of using this. So again, I toggle OKTA. This is going to immediately show me the 1 minute alert. 1 minute chart, I'm sorry. Notice the price spike alert line. One of the most important things for any trader is knowing your support and resistance. Now, again, we're not going over technicals here too much, but you want to be fully aware of support and resistance. It will be the most beneficial thing to trade off of. Just a quick glance, notice where the price spike alert is. It ended up being support. Look at it there at 1300, so 1 p.m. Eastern, the ticker dropped off and it became support. So I want to drill into this a bit. I'm going to zoom in, get you an idea of where the price spike alert hit. This is a 1 minute chart. Notice where the price spike alert hit. And let's play this in real time. Maybe I was already playing the TTD and I was looking at other charts. So I missed the original alert here. I come back and look and I notice it spiked up. You can have played a nice scalp and then hold and hold through. Again, I don't want to get into too many technicals. These are personal strategies I'm using on EMAs, but what you want to do is draw support and resistance. So the tool is beautiful. It's very simple. I'm going to click on this icon here in the top right. It looks like a pen. I can select a tool. I want to draw support and resistance. So horizontal line. I'm going to make this a bright color so it's a bit easier for you to see. And notice where this price spike alert happened. And it just jumps up to this high. I'm going to draw a line there. To me, that's opening resistance on this ticker. I'm going to close my drawing tool. Notice this blue line we've drawn up there. Now, remind you, I gave you a real example that I actually missed the alert, but I still want to play because I know there's a reason for a price spike alert to happen. That's the advantage BlackBoxStocks has given you outside of the others in the market. You know that there's some MOMO or there's a reason behind activity behind this stock with volume and price action. So I may have missed the entry. That doesn't mean BlackBoxStocks doesn't give me the advantage to play it through the day. So what I've done here now is I've drawn a resistance line. Notice where it hit up there later on, a few minutes later, pulled back. Notice where rough range of where it pulled back to, your price spike alert. So I'm aware of this. And through the day, I can utilize a price spike alert in this specific scenario as support to play with my crosses on my personal strategy to play to the upside, right back to that blue line we've drawn as your resistance. So I'm going to zoom out a bit to show you how you could have entered again, held that trade through the afternoon. I'm going to zoom out a bit just to give you an idea. You could sell at that resistance. And there's multiple times where you can play this crossover. I'm going to just zoom out just so you get a summary of the idea. But notice, opening resistance, price spike alert as your support, and then your opening resistance broke out. So you can play off the price spike alert multiple day trading scalps on your stock or your options trading through the day here by utilizing this platform, given a full advantage. And then you could even play the breakout towards the end of the day that you clearly see here, and you know it's a breakout as it broke past your intraday high. Another way I love utilizing this platform, and me being an options trader, I'm going to unfilter a few things here. So I'm unfiltering my alert stream. Notice all the action here. What I just gave you an example on TT and Okta, OKTA, I would just drill through the day as I'm looking to make trades and as I'm looking to make profit, drill through these to see if there's similar setups we can play off of. Now I've unfiltered this option screen. I don't want to get too complicated in here, but I don't want to get too into this at the moment. I want to show you a specific example of what I had done earlier in the day. And this was with the actual chat room that we had at the bottom right. And we actually that we dialogued about this. Folks and members noticed that there was activity in Plantronics. So I'm going to just type it in to filter it because there's been much activity since the Plantronics options flow came into the screen. So I can type it in there and filter it. And earlier in the day, what had occurred was we had these call activities that were coming on in. As you notice here, 203.32, 203.35, 208. When these three options flow streams hit our platform, it caught members and even myself, it caught our attention. So we started noticing that there's some money being spent, 64,000, 39,000, 47,000 out to May on Plantronics. And immediately I want to get an idea of what the volume's looking like as well. So what we did here is, first of all, we're in the chat room, we're dialoguing, we're taking a look at the chart as a group of members, and we're deriving a plan or a long-term strategy of how we can enter and successfully exit Plantronics for day trades and for swing trades. It's a very versatile room. And what I had done here, and the advantage this platform gives me is knowing that there's activity in Plantronics. I want to also understand the volume of this stock. So what I've done off screen is understand the average daily volume. You've heard me mention that earlier. So I'll go back to our stock section, type in Plantronics, and well, it's already populated actually, and it should be. So there's 990,000 volume. If I recall, 520,000 is the average daily volume. And at this moment, we have an hour of trading left. So Plantronics has almost traded twice the average. That's giving me an advantage. BlackBoxStocks has given me an advantage from the stock activity, the amount of money being pushed into this by what we may assume is a firm or smart money, I like to call it, which is this options flow for Plantronics. I'm going to toggle it again, which was back-to-back sweeps here going in for $64, $39, and $47,000. And again, being in a chat room here, we can come up with a strategy on how to successfully play Plantronics by reducing our risk. And again, this is the advantage BlackBoxStocks has given me. These are the three examples I've given, again, on the price spike alert through TTD, OKTA, and one example utilizing the options flow for Plantronics. And that sums it up. This right here is actually how I made some profit this morning. Good luck and stay green.
Tech Money, thank you so much. That was very impressive. I love your knowledge on the price spike alert and your use of charting. Very, very cool and unique. I do have one more question for you, and that is, how does trading with BlackBoxStocks give you an advantage in the marketplace?
Thank you very much, and I'm glad to hear the excitement. I hope I can share the same amount of passion I have. And BlackBoxStocks has done just that. It's given me the passion, and how it's done that is the advantage it's given me. The number one thing that it's offered me where I had weakness was understanding where I could get the advantage in front of the stock market. BlackBoxStocks gives me that advantage by the pre-market scan alerts, by understanding the volume that's being alerted. So I have an advantage against other traders in the stock market because I know pre-market that a stock may have doubled, tripled, or moved an X amount more percentage on the volume, which gives me an idea that that ticker may have some strength during the day. The options flow actually gives me an idea where I can see some big money or smart money. Usually in the options trading industry, you may see that as big firms or investors looking to make a move before the stock actually makes the move. So I have an advantage by watching where the money flow is going behind a ticker. And those are the two key advantages I believe BlackBoxStocks gives me in front of the market, and also the amazing platform within the charting side of it that I had shared, and also the group, the diversity and the versatility within the chat room.
Tech Money, thank you for sharing how you start the day by using the BlackBox platform. From Team BlackBox, this is Caitlin, and that's all we have for this video. Remember to click subscribe below to receive more exciting trading videos just like this one. You can also visit our website, www.blackboxstocks.com, to become a new member with us. By becoming a new member with us, you'll receive instant access to the cool trading news, alerts, and tools that Tech Money mentioned today. Remember, no one trades alone at BlackBoxStocks. Bye for now.